Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Reading the Red this Tuesday morning, this rainy Tuesday morning. Deja vu from yesterday. Matthew 23, verse 4. We read these words. They tie up heavy burdens and they lay them on men's shoulders, but they themselves are unwilling to move them with so much as a finger. So these lawmakers, these Pharisees, these Sadducees, these ones who Jesus says, do what they say, but don't do what they do. He says of these ones who are the religious guardians, the law keepers, he says that though they proclaim a good message, though they declare God's revelational truth, they basically don't live it. And neither do they help people within their instructions to live it as well. And that's what religion does. Religion gives the impression that it's going to bring some help to an individual. But in fact, it places upon them an increased burden that doesn't help them along the journey. It encourages them to go through the motions of doing the same thing and expecting a different kind of response to the same thing that they do. It says it brings them into a state of a trance, like going through the motions, just fulfilling this repetitive application in the hope that it will somehow alleviate. But it actually won't, because we won't be able to keep all of the rules and the regulations. We won't be able to dot all the I's and all the T's, because the demands on religion intensify as you seek to implement them. One of the reasons why people used to hide away in monasteries and in places that represent a solitude was an attempt to kind of isolate themselves from all the temptations. There were good reasons as well, but this sense of staying away from the world, staying unstained by the world, this attempt to solve the problem of a nature that was in rebellion to God. Religion and these religious representation guardians were placing a burden, and they weren't even helping the people to meet the implication of the burden. They were just putting more and more on people and weighing people down. And the thing that was getting them down was guilt and shame. They knew what they needed to do. That's what religion says. But you have no power to be able to do it. They know what God requires, but they keep letting him down. And if you live in an atmosphere where you're feeling like you're failing every day, you will not be a happy bunny. And that's what Jesus is saying in this verse. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. Be blessed, and I'll see you tomorrow.